Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Wednesday, January 8th, 2019. I will continue to say for a few more days, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, thank you for all who are joining me. Um, I made mention yesterday that I am in a social media brownout once a day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern or 4 a.m. Pacific. I will come and do my perspective, then I'm out. So please forgive me if you see that I have not responded to anything that you've said. I appreciate you. Please don't stop responding. Please do not stop sharing. I'm just in a brown out period for now. And yesterday, you can go back and hear the why behind that for clarity seeking. So thank you for all who are already joining me. Listen, I've entitled this one, Where's It Going? Oh my goodness, where did it go? Where is it going? I've lost control. I don't know where it is. What's this it you're talking about, Miss Holly? I'm talking about time. Time. Regardless of who we are, regardless of how many degrees we may have, or the zip code we live in, or how cutie pie we may be, we all only get 24 hours a day, period. I've said before and I'll say again, I do not care how trifling you can get. You don't get 22 just because you can junk off some time and be trifling and messy. And she doesn't get 26 because she's so productive and oh my goodness, she's so creative and she gets so much done. We all get 24. It's a leveling out. Hey, Deanna. So we all get 24. We get 168 hours a week. And we probably need to know where it's going, what is happening to it, because you cannot get it back. So it has been several months, if not almost a year. It's been several months since I've done this exercise with you again. Thank you for all who are joining me. Hello, Miss Melissa and Tammy. And so it's time to do it again. It's at the beginning of the year where we're still, getting our bearings and planning on something great taking place. And hey, Mr. Brian, Super Brian, we're at the beginning of the year and the newness and the freshness and the intensity and the bright, it's all still there. And so let's start identifying where our time is going. So I do this little exercise and I'm hopeful that you will do this with me, join with me. Even if, remember I said this year, we need to not be so quick to say, oh, I've done that. Oh, I already know how to do that. Okay, we get off that. We're not doing any of that this year. You're right, Brian. Practicality is my middle name. So this is the way it works. And unless you're driving, break out pen and paper, or at least promise yourself that you will do this today. So you get a piece of paper. I started mine earlier for you. Hello, Isaac. I hope all is well with you. Good afternoon to you. So you take your day and listen, you got to start out honest with yourself. If you start out minimizing and justifying and explaining away some stuff, you've already lost. You're already behind the power curve and you are not going to get the real strength, the real power of the exercise comes in your honesty. Okay, so this is not anything, ooh, and look what I did. You don't have to share this with anyone. So I'm hopeful that you will honestly do this. Good morning, Mother. Okay, so this is the way it works. On a piece of paper, break it out and give yourself some quiet space to do this. Believe me, it's not deep. Just you got to be honest with it. 3 columns on the paper. See, I got my little 3 columns. You need to dissect your day And in the first column, write down the things that you do. Write down the things that you do. So for example, I wrote, I'm a commuter. Okay. I do not work from home. I wrote down commuting. And this is all in the first column. TV, social media, meal prepping. Everybody's out there eating. Somebody's going to the grocery store. Oh, well, that only take a few minutes. Write it down. Again, don't start the exercise out justifying and minimizing and excusing and overlooking. If you're doing it, write it down. Hey, Ty. Okay, so meal prep, grocery shopping, work. Okay, some of us still go to work. Eating. Okay, everybody doesn't do like a Marine recruit and do this. Some of us like to enjoy our meals, and okay, that's taking time. Your hygiene, bathing, to include if you run into the barber shop, to include if you go get your hair done and your nails, write that down. Reading, family time. Okay. Good afternoon, Isaac. I can't wait to say Dr. Isaac. Okay. Thinking time. No wonder it's not happening. You don't make time for it. If you do make time, write it down there. Sleeping, okay? So we're doing a whole lot of sleeping, and some of us are doing a lot more than others. Me time. Do you carve out time just to do nothing, to be a vegetable, to whatever it is, the me time, whatever you're doing with that, church or worship time. In that first column, write down the things that you are doing. Everything that you're doing, do not overlook it. Oh, well, I only do that every so often. If you're doing it, it's eating into your time. Okay, so that's column one. Column two is how much time does it take you to do that every day? Again, I told you I'm a commuter. When I do this exercise every time, it like, oh my goodness, because I can eat up 3 hours in my day. I only get 24. 3 of them are gone automatically just in a van. And God forbid there's a horrible traffic accident. That's okay. Or something happened on the freeway. So commuting, that's 3 hours a day. How much time do you spend a day on TV? Well, I watched this show and then I got to get my CNN or Fox and oh my goodness, that home network channel. Okay. How much time every day does that take? That's in the second column. That third column is second column times 7. So whatever you do, my commute, 3 hours a day times 5 or 6. Okay. We get 168 hours a week. When you do this exercise using the first column of what you do, the second column of how long it takes you to get it done, not get it done, how long are you doing? How much time are you putting into that? And then multiply that times 7 or times how many ever days a week you do that. That third column lets you see very clearly how much time is being invested or spent, being invested or wasted. So when you see, I say all the time, writing causes thinking. It causes us to see things from a different, a clearer perspective. Okay, write it out. It's got to leave here. Okay, when you see that live and in color, how much time you are spending on eating and sleeping and thinking time, oh my goodness, how much time is family time? It might not line up with what you say is important. If my goal is to become the healthiest version physically of myself, and I see that my physical activity is shamefully low, that's a contradiction. My rhetoric does not match my reality. So at the beginning of this year, We have time to make adjustments to where our time is going, to make our reality and our rhetoric match so that we're just not just a talking head, so that we're not living a lie. Oh yes, this is so important to me. And I know where I'm going in 2019. I'm going to elevate and I'm going, hey, give me more and I want more. And you spend 2 hours a week reading. That's not going to elevate you anywhere. It doesn't line up. You don't have any thinking time. You say your family is going to be your priority this year, and your children, you're going to make time, and every day you're going to, it's not adding up. So if when we look at our time log and we're not pleased with it, guess what? We get to adjust. We get to change it. Do you want that strong family, that strong marriage enough to turn that TV off? Do you want that 4.0 GPA in college bad enough? Do you want it enough to turn off the notifications to your social media and, as a matter of fact, delete those apps from your phone? Do you want it bad enough? Oh, well, what you're saying, Brian, this is the human equivalent of the process of continuous improvement. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Elliot knows that process very well. That's his life, process improvement. So we are our own project. I said before, I am the project manager of me. Hey, Mel, it's so good to see you. I am the CEO of Me Incorporated. So it's imperative. I don't need to keep talking a good game. I don't need to look around in bewilderment and like, oh my goodness, I just don't know where this day went. I didn't get anything done. Well, I think the one looking back in the mirror has the antidote for that. I'm pretty sure the one with those big, beautiful brown, blue, gray, green, hazel eyes looking back at you has the answer. So that we no longer have to walk around in dismay or mad and irritated because another day got away from you. I've been trying to clean this closet. I'm tired of living. I need to declutter. This is making me itch. It's too much. And I still didn't make enough time. Okay, hey, Tony, I didn't make enough time. Okay, that's it. Remember, you didn't make the time. We all and only get 24 hours every day. We get 168 hours a week. Okay, so where do you need to adjust? Commuting. I just did this one real quick. I've done mine, and I'm telling you, this brownout, this social media brownout, this TV blackout for the next 3 weeks. Yesterday, it gave me back a tremendous amount of time. Okay, so look at where your time is going. Then we don't have to wonder. We don't have to walk around like, oh my goodness. All right, so that is it for me. Take the time, make the time to evaluate your time log. And at the beginning of this year, adjust accordingly. Okay, remember, I am not being rude. I am on a social media brownout as soon as I click off here and put it on some other platforms. So, work with me. Keep sharing, please, but I'm not responding to social media. And thank you very much for your patience with me. Much love, tremendous respect, and until next time, take real good care of yourselves.